Yo, what's up, y'all? I got some Dice Valley games for y'all, man. They hit branded hella hard in this event, man. Alubita 1, Branded Fusion at 1, Opening is at 1, High Spirits is at 1. They hit the hell out of our consistency. Kind of crazy because I feel like a lot of other decks got off pretty lightly compared to branded, but you know, whatever. With that being said, you know, we doing some little bit of spiciness, as you can see. You see the Stellar, but yeah, I just got some games for y'all, man. Let's get into some of these games. And we instantly go for the Dragoon because we gotta gain some leverage. We have to apply some type of pressure here, you know. I'll take that back. Thank you very much. I feel like I was just as confused as my opponent there. I was pretty sure I was not getting a Dragoon, but yeah, apparently there's some there's some fine text on that card that allows that to still happen. So we take that. So I'll be dumping my courier though, just in case. Always gotta have the backup plan for the backup plan, man. And we get it back because Sword was the very first thing we dumped. Yeah, so we weren't finished, man. Gassy. Deck is very gassy. Let's speed this up. We don't care about our opponent's combo, right, guys? Let's go and speed this shit up. It's crazy some of the hits we have, but you know, I don't know, man. Some cards that they allowed to be legal for this event is very interesting. Like Plasma there. Pretty sure Herald of Arclight's legal. I saw that a few times. Like, it's very interesting. I'm pretty sure Dark Law is legal too. I don't know. I was definitely prepared for a Dark Law here. I don't know why he summoned this, but we were ready to play around the Dark Law anyway. It didn't really matter, but definitely threw me off. I really wish Heroes wasn't what it is. I would like to play that deck, but it's just his game plan is just not. It's not for me, honestly. Definitely a shame. Yeah, he's out of here, man. We don't even need brain infusion, man. We got the brain infusion in hand. Like, he felt like he already saw enough, man. Like, he saw enough. One thing though about this list, I built this list to use brain infusion as little as possible. I didn't really want to activate brain infusion with this list, but that's why you see me go for this here. Like I was being a little weirdo this event, man. Like no one knew what I was doing. It was fun, very fun event. You know, we used the Vertator to make the Granguini a dark spellcaster so we can get the D mod on the field. Yeah, I was being a little weirdo this whole event, man. Nobody knew what I was doing. Oh yeah, the rest of these duels are going to be the game volume is going to be pretty low, as you can see, because I made the mistake of recording all of these duels with my game sound, my game music sound on when I normally have it off. And I was going to just leave the regular in-game music on with the video, but it was getting very redundant, you know, as I was going through the video. So I was like, you know what, I'll just like minimize as much as I can, keep the very little sound I can, and then add some music, talk over. Hopefully this isn't like too detrimental to the viewer experience, you know. But kind of did the best I can. I was pretty disappointed. It kind of annoyed me with that, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, he's out of here. We just, you know, too much follow-up, man. This game was crazy. This was a crazy game. I remember this field, yeah. I remember this dude's name. He had some shit going on, man. He had me a little shook. So much gas, bro. This dude has some pretty cool shit going on, I'm not gonna lie. Definitely some slop, some Centurion slop, but you know, I was getting a little sloppy myself this event, so you know, I can't really talk much. Centurion, Bestial, Horus, man. Like and chaos. You know, he has some chaos stuff in there too. Like, definitely very grindy. Notice we fuse off with the happy here because I don't want to deal with Horus, man. Horus is like, that shit had to go. That was like my main concern with this duel. I'm like, I had to get rid of that. I can't have that. Just, you know, I can't have them just coming back every time or him recycling stuff from the graveyard with happy, you know. The second Chaos Angel, dude, I was so thrown off when I'm like, this fucking guy. I'm like, this dude's like the best player ever, bro. Was not expecting another Chaos Angel, bro. Like, how could I expect that, right? This was a dude has so much follow-up, man. They're fighting back though. I bet you he was thinking the same thing that I was thinking during his turn, man. Like he's like, man, this guy's fucking popping off, because that's what I was thinking watching him. I'm like, dude, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do to this board. Crash the Mirror Jade, we get the board wipe end phase. And I'll explain that in a second. We ran out of time, guys. That was one hell of a duel, though. We had so much follow-up during the end phase. I didn't even want to activate the gaze there to summon the Dragoon. I was trying to set it, but I had 2 seconds left. And I didn't go to the main phase too fast enough to set it, you know. So I ended up just using it, and then that cost me even more time. So I get to the end phase with a fraction of a second left as soon as I try to activate an effect. We had like 5 effects in the graveyard too, man. We were pushing through that. That was going to be a fun game. He had a lot of follow-up too. That was going to be a fun game, but unfortunately we could not pull it off. I have a lot of games like that too sometimes, guys, where like it'll be like a board where like I have no idea if I'm going to be able to even get through it. We end up getting through it, but I end up running out of time. And normally I'm so locked into the game, especially when I lose, that I want to get to the next game immediately. So I don't even think about recording it. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to record that duel. Start showing some of those really good losses, you know. They're still good games. Sheena bounces our entire field here, and we're getting ready to literally recreate the same field we just had too, man. We had so much gas there. That was a crazy game. MST is a crazy deck, man. Very good deck. The Infernobles. Yeah, you don't see this too often. Definitely only see something like this in the Dice Rally. That's for sure. These days, you know. You know what's funny about this deck? Every single time I face this deck, they always go first. I don't think I've ever went first against Infernoble, ever. And they always get to set up their entire board. I never get to interrupt them. That's okay, though. That's what we like to do. That's my favorite thing to do in Yu-Gi-Oh! Break the unbreakable board, you know? That's what makes Yu-Gi-Oh! So good. Yeah, there's a lot of non-games and stuff in Yu-Gi-Oh, but those high moments, those like, you know, those peak moments, man, like, yeah. So right now we knew the droplets would be negated, but we had to get that, because that, if you don't know about Infernoble, that the very first spell that will resolve once per turn, it automatically just negates it. There's no trigger or anything. So, and droplets was like our best move to get through that. So that monster next to the synchro is also a monster negate. So notice how we're just chain blocking the hell out of everything, making sure he doesn't actually get a good negate off. He's up negating the Mirror Jade, which is perfect for me. I'm like, you know, that's beautiful. I get my, because it's a mandatory destroy after the negate. So, you know, I get my board wipe. That Garura was a misplay. Long time here. I wanted to send Lubellion, but now since I didn't send Lubellion, I have to crash my Albion, and I don't get my Branded Lost or Regain, whichever one I decided to set, which would have been very, very useful here, which you will see. It's completely clean that field up there. And I'm not really too sure how optimal this was here, because I didn't really know what he was doing. And I didn't have too much time to think, so Went with our gut there. That's always so funny to me. I don't know why. But once again, guys, you can see we ran out of time again. Which we had Mirror Jade there off the Quim. And Brandon Sword with an added back Mercurial to get that bandage. So I'm pretty sure we secured that dub. But fortunately, we just were not good enough that day. But here's the deck list. I wouldn't really recommend this deck list unless you're very confident. Because as you can see, I got a lot of one-ofs, minimal resources. And yeah, catch y'all.